for never have I ever. So if you've never done it, then
I thought it
never
was if
have
you
I
have
ever.
done it.
No, if you've never done it, you say you've never done it, and everyone else who
Never
has done it is
have I
sitting there
ever.
quietly going, well, I have.
Oh.
So we need
So-
to have a way to do it audio.
So if you, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
right. Okay, let's make funny noises. Everybody should pick a unique
Okay.
funny noise.
Honk.
Okay.
I'll be a goose.
Oh, I thought your funny noise was conk.
Honk.
Uh,
Honk.
Honk.
Or maybe I need something if I have
Hee-haw.
something
No.
Hee-haw.
Hee-haw. Yeah, do hee-haw.
Mine's gonna be
Oh, is that a kiss? Was that kissing?
yeah, that's my noise if I
Okay.
have. I make that
Yeah.
no, I make that noise if I haven't.
Haven't.
Because if you have, you're keeping your dirty little secret.
Okay, so we'll go
Ooh.
on. Everyone will do their noise,
I
and
wish I had a better
then
noise.
What is everybody's
If-
noises? So we have to identify so the listener knows who is making the noise.
I'm Lindsay and mine is hee-haw.
Okay.
I wish mine was better.
I'm Ashley, and mine's meow.
Go Kim, go Kim.
I'm Kim, and my noise is
I feel like I want to be a turkey.
do it then.
Do it.
Okay.
I
Okay,
love
but I'm
it.
not sure if I can do it, so I'm gonna try one, and if it doesn't work, then I'll be a
Oh my god,
goose.
no, just be
Ready?
it. Live it.
Yeah.
I'm Meredith, and mine is.
Perfect.
Like it.
Doesn't sound like a turkey.
so when Ashley said meow, it made me think of that recording when we were kids, and you
Me
had
too, that's
meow.
why I was laughing.
And I did the, so I'm gonna try to make my noise is gonna be the pig noise.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, Mare. They
You got
loved
a
it.
thumbs up.
Okay, the pig noise, which is here we go. But I might not be able to do it later because now I have like a block, but I'll try. Okay, that's my noise.
Yeah.
You did it.
I
We're all
finally learned.
animals. We're
How
all
did you do it?
animals.
I love that.
That's funny.
Except for the
Kim.
kissing. She's
And maybe it's a kissing animal.
Maybe I'm a kissing fish.
A kissing
It
fish.
kind of sounds like a gerbil or something.
Yeah, I know, like a squirrel or yeah, so that's
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah.
Are we gonna take turns to do our? Or
No,
all
I think
sing
we
one
should.
time?
It should be a concert.
All this.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold on. We make the noise if we haven't done the
Haven't.
thing.
Have
Right.
not.
So
Yes.
backwards.
Never
it's like
have
it's
I
like
ever.
a double negative.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, welcome to this off the shelf episode where we're going to play, as you know, because we've already talked about it for 10 minutes. Never have I ever. Okay. So, the first question is never have I ever pranked someone. Oh, no, I didn't prank someone.
That is
I
a
can't make the
lie.
noise.
Oh,
You are lying, Sarah.
I
oh, we got our first liar.
I feel like I have, but I can't remember who, when, or why.
Yeah, me too. Like I know I've pranked people, but
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm not
It
innocent.
wasn't anything big.
Yeah.
I prank people a lot by like if they leave the room or I know that they're coming into a room and I'm in it, I'll hide in the room and then scare them. So I guess that's kind of like a prank. I do that.
Yeah, that's what
often.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
done Nicky Nine Door. I've knocked on people's
Ooh.
doors and ran away.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
I had a
done that
coworker
too.
who I worked closely with, and he would leave his computer unlocked when he walked away. So, but he wasn't like super computer savvy. So I would go into like his Microsoft Word or Microsoft like Excel and turn the dictation setting on, which is actually hard to find. So if he'd be typing, it would be speaking what he was typing.
That's a good
That's a
one. I
good
like
one.
that.
Because it's
Yeah.
like it's it's not like super mean, but it's really hilarious because then you can like hear it and he's like, what is this? Right? Anyway, he figured it out. Like
I love that.
The one I lied about is that it was an April Fool's when I was a kid. That's the only one I can think of. And
But it's
I
so
told-
embarrassing. Come on.
I told Meredith and Matthew to go downstairs and make lots of noise, and then woke my parents up to tell them that the house was on fire. It did
I
not
was
go
like,
well.
I don't think this is a good joke. And you're like, no, it'll totally get them. It's like, I'm not
And then
so
we'll
sure
go,
we should do
April
this.
Fools!
Holy, that's
really upset.
insane.
You have to
They were
understand that
literally on 911 when I was like, You're like so mad at me.
It's
Woke them from asleep.
hilarious.
From asleep. They were asleep.
Oh my
It was
god.
not funny. And they were like, what? And they were pretty angry.
It was bad. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
I
not
bet.
So I'm not really a pranker, but because I had a bad experience when I was younger when I did a prank, that I kind of don't do them anymore.
The funny thing is Sarah's like more of the responsible one anyway, whereas Matt and I would be more likely to maybe break the rules. So when Matt and I were like, I don't know about this, you're like, it'll totally get them. I was like,
Maybe.
Sure
this one
did.
doesn't know how to
Sure
break the
did.
rules very well.
She's such a rule follower that she's like, okay, this is what we'll do. I'm gonna chop
Just
off
goes
my arm.
super extreme.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
Blood
It's so
everywhere.
funny.
you're missing the nuance.
Mary, yours reminded me when I worked at a school and the kids weren't allowed to bring their cell phones and they'd get in trouble for having their cell phones. I would take them and I would change their language to like Spanish.
Yeah,
And then they'd have to try to
nice.
figure out how to change it back in
They had to
Spanish.
learn a little something.
Yeah.
That's good. I love that.
I thought it was a good
That's
like
awesome.
consequence fit the crime.
Oh
See?
man,
Those are normal pranks. Those are reasonable, normal, funny pranks.
I'd got my now husband, but boyfriend at the time, this really hot sauce. It was like the thirdest hot sauce in the world at the time. It's just capsicum paste or whatever. And so very, very little was very, very hot. And so we just put just a tiny little bit on his roommate's toothbrush because you couldn't see it. But when you start brushing your teeth, you think it's just the mint. But as he's brushing it, it's getting hotter and hotter. It was just like a little bit enough, not to cause like any kind of hallucination or whatever.
I think combined with the mint of the toothpaste, that may have
Maybe.
been made exponentially hotter because I feel like it
Yeah.
like opens up your receptors in your mouth or something.
Your pores, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That was kind of like a university style prank.
Yeah, you were hazing.
You know,
Admit it.
a little bit mean, but because you're friends. But because you're friends, you know?
Yeah.
That was good. I think someone else got blamed for it and then got pranked in turn. That was the best part.
Aw.
Anyway.
Okay, next question. Never have I ever laughed so hard that I peed my pants.
Wait, if we have done that? Oh.
No, I
I'm-
peed my pants laughing so hard, for sure.
Oh, me too.
I
I
all
once
the time.
I did
I
it once when I was
never pee my
younger.
pants.
No, I did it once by accident when I was younger, and I realized that like it was showing, and I had a sweater on, and I had to put the sweater over. It hasn't happened in a while, but it was like I was probably in my 20s or something, and I was so embarrassed, and I was like, oh my god! I like
If
got
only you
home.
could remember the joke.
Yeah, I was obviously thought it was so funny, and I tied the sweater around so you couldn't see the pee on my pants.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh.
Mine was like mine's been a little dribble where I think I realize I'm peeing my pants and then I have to clutch because I'm laughing for it. So I'm trying not to laugh anymore because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pee my pants. But I can't remember an instant. I think it's happened many times for me.
It's
A
happened
little
many
bit of
times. I'm like,
Little
it's
pee.
interesting. When you're 20, you're more embarrassed by that. But as you get older, like say in your 40s, and you're like, well, oh well, I peed my pants again. You know, like it's
I'm
just
just
gonna
gonna
get
go
worse
change.
as I get older. So
You gotta do your
And for-
Kegels.
I only
Kegels.
pee my pants when I jump on a trampoline, not when I'm laughing.
what if you were
Mm.
laughing on a trampoline? Double
I
whammy.
would blame the trampoline, not the laughter.
You've never peed your pants while laughing?
No,
Ever.
never ever.
Feel like
It just-
you need more comedy in your life.
I know I laugh a lot. I feel like it's
No,
not
you do.
it's not connected. I don't know. My laughter is far away from my ureter.
For those
And
who
Ashley?
for those who have been to Penticton or live in Penticton, on the corner of Nanaimo Avenue and Martin Street, me and my friends in high school, we were smoking weed before we were going to a movie. And so this was way back when it was super illegal and it was the worst thing you could ever do. So we're like all trying to huddle behind, there's this like stone fence kind of. And I don't know what was so funny, but we were laughing so hard, and I'm sure it's because we were all so high too. and we were just laughing and laughing, and we're trying to walk, and I just couldn't anymore. I already had to go pee. And so it was just, we couldn't even go to the movies. I like totally peed my pants. But it was a good story. Like we laughed, and then we just kept laughing. Like we're like, oh my God. Yeah, so it was funny, I guess, but also mortifying. I still remember it. So
Like full
Yeah.
bladder emptying.
like close.
Close to full.
Close.
I may have to
Yeah.
stop
Oh,
it,
no.
but
Yeah, like
No.
it's when it's that full, what can you do? So yeah, go pee before you smoke weed, guys.
cautionary tale.
Cautionary tale.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, as long as you're 19 or older.
Okay. Next question. Never have I ever wanted to be on a reality TV show.
Oh, I applied for reality TV shows.
Yeah, so you
What?
have
I
Make the
actually
noise.
applied for reality TV shows. Yeah, one of my
That
friends
is
and
so
I.
cool.
A minute, do I
Yeah.
have to make the noise if I don't want to be on a reality TV?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Meow.
I think Sarah's
Just me?
trying to honk. No, I'm being quiet as well.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
being really
Okay.
quiet so I can
Okay.
hear Sarah's oink.
Is
Which is now just a gargling in the back of her throat.
Sorry.
So Sarah,
I'm trying to
so-
remember how to do it.
She can't do it anymore. She only has like 1.5 oinks in her before she goes.
She
I know it's such a
the
rumbling
mouth
at the
wide
back. Oh my God, it brings me back. I'm gonna pee
It's
my
just like a
pants.
purring.
On this recording. It's over. I'm gonna be peeing my pants.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I applied. A friend of mine did the whole thing for the Amazing Race. We thought we would do that.
Ooh,
That would be
good
cool.
for
So we
you.
applied for
That's
that.
very cool.
And
You'd
I
be good at that.
forever- Yeah, thank you. And I loved Survivor when it first came out. I was obsessed, and I was like, if I was, now they allow Canadians, I think, on there, but they didn't at the time. And I was so like, the minute they allow Canadians, I want to be on Survivor. Like, I would totally love to be on. A
Get
reality.
on those shows still.
Yes, totally.
I don't have a good story. What am I going to
Who
say? I'm like
cares?
a middle-aged white
You're
woman
on a book
who
podcast.
works in a
That's
restaurant.
cool.
Yeah,
Saki
okay,
is
yeah.
interesting, I guess.
You're sommelier.
Yeah.
You're
Okay,
sommelier.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That's
And
true.
Saki, yeah.
You're on a
Yeah, yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, that's
You
fair.
have-
Oh,
Okay.
and right now,
Continue-
podcasters
continue
Very
to
to
interesting
apply.
friends.
Yeah,
Very
I
interesting
should.
friends as well.
Who wants to come on Amazing Race with me?
I'll
Because
go
no-
on Amazing Race with you.
We
if you
won't
want.
make it past
But
the first
I
one.
almost
I'm
might
not
be the
made for
weak link.
TV.
I might be the weak link, but I will go on the show.
Okay.
Um,
Two podcast girls? I think that could be a selling
Oh,
point.
that would
They
be
gotta
so
have, like, a-
cute.
I've
All right,
applied
yeah,
to
let's
Big
talk
Brother.
later. Yeah.
I would go on Big Brother. I've applied to Big
Oh.
Brother.
Cool.
Twice.
Yeah.
I will apply to Big Brother again because
Yeah.
I think I would be good on Big Brother.
You would be
And-
Would
excellent.
be.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much. I wish that they would listen because I keep telling them. And I also auditioned for Canadian Idol.
I drove you to that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I drove her
Kim,
to
you
that.
can sing.
Yes.
That
Very
day
good.
she was
Stop,
sick.
Excellent.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
it's true. Thank you.
no.
And that
I
day she was sick and she was like, I hope this doesn't
Oh.
affect. She was like, had like throat sickness.
Yeah.
Of some
That's
sort.
true.
Yeah.
I made it through, like,
That
I made
was
it past the first round. Like, you see all sorts of people that are not like Paula Abdul or whoever the judges are first. And so I made it past one round of that. And then the second round, the sickness caught up with me. But I was also over
Oh.
it. Like, I actually am like, I'm not willing to go through the
Mm.
rigmarole of trying out for American Idol. I don't want fame that bad. I'm like,
Yeah.
one full day of sitting around and like auditioning once, like the waiting, I was like, I'm ready to go home now.
Hmm.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Especially if you're not feeling well.
Well,
Like,
fair. That's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you were sick, but
I was.
I forgot
That's
about
okay.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
That was cool.
I think those are all the things
Wow.
I have
that's
to
really
remember.
Cool, guys.
Yeah, because I'm into it. I would be fully on
Yeah.
it. I love like Amazing Race or Big Brother or whatever.
Yeah.
Survivor though, I'm like, I don't want to sit through that rainy week. Like I would, like
Yeah.
I've quit camping before. It wasn't even for money. I just am like, I'm going fucking home. Like I hate camping.
Like
So,
you were paying. You were paying
Yeah,
out.
totally.
Yeah.
I'm like, I quit. I don't like, so I don't know that I could do Survivor.
I don't know. And like, I feel like there's, I don't know, in Survivor, there's got to be like, what happens if you're on your period? Or like, what happens if, like, and your legs are hairy and you're not eating? I don't know about
Yeah.
the not
Mhm.
eating thing. Now I'm
Yeah.
older, it's a little harder for me to imagine myself there. But
Yeah, same. I don't also pooping. Like, where are we
Yeah.
pooping? I don't want to poop in a hole in the I don't know, back.
But it is it's not real. Like, so I'm pretty sure they give you tampons and stuff. Like if you have your period and whatever.
And do you think there's a porta potty?
Is there really?
I don't know.
I would hope so.
I don't know.
Is there?
But I don't. You never
It's
know
very
because
cool.
reality TV is reality.
Yeah.
It
TV.
depends on like
Yeah.
probably they wouldn't want to like mess up the ecosystem if people.
I
are
think
not
so
good at
too,
doing their
exactly.
thing, so
Yeah.
like I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing all that stuff as long as it wasn't filmed in like on TV. Like I would love to do like The Amazing Race. If it was just a race in a game that you had to figure out.
Oh,
but I
yeah.
don't want to be. I don't even like people looking at me. My friend like. I went and did a half marathon this year, so my friend wanted me to do it with her, and I was like, sure. And then we get to the end, and people are like looking at you and like clapping and stuff. I'm like, I hate this. Like people are cheering. I'm like, stop looking at me. I hate
You should
that.
do
Just
it
did
with a
half
mask on next time.
Get over it.
Just like
A
it makes
mask.
me when people
People
are
are
cheering me
impressed.
on, it makes me want to stop running. I'd be like, fine.
Oh, really?
I'm not doing that for you. I'm
Maybe
doing it for
that's
me.
your
or my
appeal.
friend rather.
But
that
maybe
I don't
that's
wanna
your
be
appeal
cheered
for
on.
any of these reality shows. No, the reality TV show, you wear masks. You'd be like, you know.
Oh, like
a
the
big
Masked
bag on
Singer.
your head.
You
Yeah.
could be the masked singer.
Whatever.
The masked marathoner.
The whole.
Yeah. They do masked dancers,
Or-
I think, too.
Or
so.
I'll only do it if no one's looking at me.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Everyone has to turn
around
away.
when Meredith crosses the
Stop
finish
looking
line.
at me.
You like stand 3 feet before the
Just
finish line,
puzzle.
refusing to cross until everybody
Turn
turns
around.
around.
Just
Still looking.
passes.
She's been here for hours. She got her first, but
Okay.
Yeah, totally. But now
Last
she's
place.
32nd.
Book interrupted.
Okay, so here's my interruption. So, this morning when I woke up, there was a whole bunch of birds. Like you can hear them now. Like there's a giant tree behind my bedroom window. There's tons of birds there. And you can even hear them now. So this is what they normally sound like. And in the morning, they're tweeting and whatever, and that's kind of how I wake up. However, this morning, they were a lot more aggressive with their tweeting. And if I hadn't read What the Robin Knows, then I wouldn't know that they're doing alarm calls, which they were. So I got up to look outside to see why the birds were all so upset. And our kitten was on the wall of our fence behind the house, staring up at all the birds. So even though we did What the Robin Knows in season 2, and we're just about to head into season 5, I still remember. I'm like, oh, alarm calls. So look at that. That book really stayed with me. So I did know that there was a cat, just like the story in the book. So there you go. Good for me.
Book interrupted.
Can we just clarify? If I haven't done it, I'm going to blah 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 blah.
Correct.
Yes.
Right?
It's
Yes.
so hard,
Yes.
right? This reminds me one
It's
time.
so hard.
One
It
time,
has.
a long time ago, we took acid and then we decided to try to play Guess Who? You know, that game where, where it's like,
Yeah.
and we could not get like wrap our heads around like, okay, so does your guy have glasses? And we'd be like, yes, he does. And then the other two would be like, okay, so now you put down everyone. Like we couldn't figure it out. Like if he has
Doesn't have
glasses, are we putting
glasses?
down everybody with glasses or not with glasses? Like it was a real
Mind
conundrum.
bender.
It was just rough.
It was a mind
Mind
bender, and that's
bender.
what this reminds me of. Same thing. Every single time we need to be reminded. Like, okay,
Yeah.
if I haven't done
let's
this, I'm
clarify.
making a noise.
I'd like to clarify that I am not on acid right now. It's just I'm just having a hard time remembering to
Oinking.
do them.
Hard time oinking.
I'm not on
Make
acid.
your noise if you're on acid.
Never have I ever played Never Have I Ever on acid right now.
That's the next off the shelf.
Oh, Sarah is on acid.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Okay, ready? Never have I ever used a false name. So you've never used a false name, make a noise.
Mm.
I don't know if I have.
Oh wait, I'm not supposed to be the pig. I'm supposed to be a.
Yeah.
Sorry, I oinked for you.
Oh,
You've used a false name, Sarah?
oh yeah.
She has
Well,
all
the guys
those
at a bar.
aliases, remember?
First of
Because
all,
she
I
has
have
so many
4 names.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also,
Oh, Oh yeah,
In
guys at a bar
addition
for
to that,
sure.
Guys at the bar all the time. Betty.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Oh, when
All
you
the
were
time.
working at the bar?
Yeah.
I don't
Or
like
just
lying,
at a
but
bar with, or a club or something. If they try to hit on me and they didn't let me go.
oh, nobody hits
Leave
on
me
me.
alone.
I don't have to worry about that. I don't get hit on at bars. People are like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "I'm an engineer," and they're like, "Goodbye."
No,
Literally.
people are
And they'll
like, "What do
turn
you do?"
around,
And you're like,
then we'll
"Stop
turn
looking at
around
me."
and walk away. They're like, "What are you going to school for?" You're like,
I
engineering.
stalk
They're like,
people.
turn around and they leave. Literally, I don't get hit on at bars.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's kind of depressing.
For men,
No, 'cause
like
you're
they're
smart?
like,
I don't even.
I don't think I can trick you into sleeping with me. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know.
Oh.
Mhm,
Maybe.
Yeah. A
Like,
women in
I don't-
power, right? Yep.
I don't know.
I never even tell them what I did for a living. But yeah, sometimes I.
Yeah,
would,
I've
if they
never
insist
ever
that
had
I tell them
anyone
my
ask
name.
me what I do for a living.
No.
Never.
Me neither. Never. Never.
And
I mean, in a bar
friend-
setting,
Oh.
Yes,
No.
in a bar setting.
like as part of the pickup. It never
Hmm.
started with like, "So what do you do?"
What do you do for a living?
I don't go to bars anymore.
I know, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I haven't given someone a false name in like 20 years.
In high school, me and a friend switched names, last names. So I was known as Ashley Potter for about 3 years. My teachers called me that. People that I met,
Really?
people that I met after this switch genuinely thought my last name was Potter. Yeah, and then we switched our last names back on graduation day. People that I met,
Really?
people that I met after this switch genuinely thought my last name was Potter. Yeah, and then we switched our last names back on graduation day. So that was really sweet. So I had a different name for a long time. I also give, just when I'm meeting people, random people, I don't tell them anything about me that's true. So my name's different. My
I want this to be
occupation's
your
different.
reveal right now. My name is not actually Ashley. I never met Kim before.
Yeah, so I don't trust. I have a very hard time trusting random people. I also think there's a lot of like stalkers out there. So I lie a lot about my name and who I am and stuff. And I actually one time was in Vancouver and I was living in Vancouver and they asked me, what's your name? Where are you from? So I said, oh, I was from Kelowna. And then he goes, oh my God, what street? My grandma lives there. And I was like, the one by the mall. I didn't really know Kelowna streets. And he starts listing streets. And whenever I was like, that one, he's like, no way, my grandma lives on that street. So that one was rough for me.
Wow.
I wonder if he was trying to catch you in a lie, though.
Oh,
He's like, "This girl's
probably, I'm
lying.
sure.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
pretend like my
prob-
grandmother lives in Kelowna.
Yeah,
I don't
right?
even know Kelowna. I'm gonna name streets."
Yeah. And so
Main
that was,
Street. No.
well, for real. But we were in a bank and I was just like, you don't need to know all this information. You're gonna. So anyways, I lie a lot about my identity.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Part of my career is selling myself, so I say my name and my what I do all the time. But I
Mhm.
could see that. Like,
Yeah.
I hear ya.
Yeah.
Okay, Kim, when do you change your name?
I changed my name. One time I can think of is when I can't remember what we were doing, but it was like for Fred's entertainment. And I like ordered a pizza. Oh no, I know what it was. We made a reservation for a restaurant. And I was like, yeah, they're like, what's the name? I'm like, Diane. And so then we got there, we were like, reservation for Diane.
I just thought you were so funny.
He loved it.
So sneaky.
So silly.
That's cute.
And then I think we had to tell them, my name's not actually Diane. I always did this for my son.
I don't think they
They're
cared.
like, whatever, you loser, get in your seat. We're busy.
Yeah.
It's dinner rush.
Diane or Bill, we don't care.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it
we get
so
fake
much.
names at the restaurant for sure of some people, especially if they're meeting some
Ooh,
professional
other people.
Mm.
companions.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, a companion?
professional
Oh,
paid
yeah.
companions. Yeah,
I'll love
Yeah.
it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
yeah. So sometimes we'll get fake names for that. I think. Well, you never
Yeah.
know. Maybe it's their real names, but I have a feeling it's not. And they ask for like the quiet booths in the corner and stuff. Yeah, you kind of guess.
Oh, wow, that's intriguing.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is intriguing.
Yeah.
That would
I'm
be an
kind of
interesting
surprised that I'm the
thought.
minority here, because like I don't think I've ever lied about my name ever.
Huh.
Like maybe like a kid just playing make believe. I don't think that counts though. But it's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't lie. Lying is not a thing I really do. Like I remember a boss tell me he's like everybody lies, and I was like, what? I don't. And he's like everyone,
Aw.
and I was like, well, now I know that you lie. Like in my head, I was like, now I know you lie all the time, Andrew.
Yeah,
But that's very interesting. Maybe lying is the norm.
I think it is.
For me,
Maybe
it's
your
only
boss
strangers.
was right.
Hmm.
And
I'm
this
the
is going to
weirdo.
be like there's a whole hour-long podcast here on like what constitutes a lie. Are we white lying? Are
That's
we
true.
like
Yeah.
there's so
Yeah,
many
that's
there's 50 shades of gray.
Ooh.
I
With
don't
that.
do a
Shades
lot
of
of white
lies.
lies either. I don't do a lot of white lies either. That's just not my way.
I
Let's
kind of
avoid
like
it.
lying, if I'm being honest. Like I have fun doing it. I don't know. I know that's so bad.
Ashley.
Is it?
get
I
to
don't know. Like
create-
everyone's doing it. I think most people are saying it's okay.
But just because it's normal doesn't mean it's okay.
That's
For
true.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have fun, so I'll keep doing it.
I
Yeah.
love it.
well,
I can't wait to introduce
talking
you to
about
somebody
lying.
one day.
Yes. Yeah.
This is my friend
talking about
Cheryl.
lying.
She trains parrots.
Oh, and I would just start talking to them. Peacock. Like it's,
That should be your new sound.
I love the
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
peacock.
There's
Yeah.
too much cock in it for me.
Yeah. I've changed
I think
my
there's
meow
just the
to
right
a
I
amount
can't
of
handle
cock.
it. I can't handle it.
Just the right.
Does it start with a pa?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is similar to Ashley's, and maybe this will wrap it up here. Never have I ever been the alibi for a lying friend. So you haven't been an
Yeah.
alibi.
I'm not going to be an
Lying
alibi
friend.
for a lying friend. Let's go choose someone else.
I have
Alibi
been,
for
but
you.
not for anything like really serious. If it was like a crime or something, I'd be like, ooh. You know, like that.
Don't tell
seems
me
a
I
little
murdered that
extreme.
person. Okay.
Yeah, like, or I ran someone over. Where were you? But just kind of like, I don't know, growing up being like, oh, so and so sleeping at your house, you know, and then say I talked to them, or like another friend they're trying to ignore or something. It's like, oh, did they sleep at your house? And it's like, oh yeah, we had so much fun. You know, just kind of stuff like that. I don't think I've been, not for a real crime that I know of.
I love you so
I
much.
hope.
I don't
I
mean a real crime either. I just mean like
Yeah.
regular alibis, not like
Oh, okay, yeah.
your bestie killed
Yeah.
someone. You
Sarah's
help them bury
undercover.
the
Like,
body.
And then you have to
Perjury.
admit it now on this podcast. Well,
No perjury.
Well, I'm going to jail, guys. So it's-
Good thing I gave you a wrong name.
yeah. And that's why I always lie about who I am.
I don't know what these alibis are
life
for.
lessons from here. Yeah.
Great.
What about you
Yeah.
guys?
I think I'm a hee-haw. I can't think of anybody that
Asked you to lie for them.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe, probably when I was a teenager. I'm sure I did it, but I can't
I
remember.
know that's what I think too. Is like I probably like let someone say they were sleeping over at my house when they weren't or something, but
Yeah.
it made me think about this guy once that I denied to be his safe haven anyways, not an alibi. He came to like my basement window. My boyfriend used to live in our basement as well. So this was actually his friend. And he came to the basement window and was like, let me in. And I was like, no way. Like, you're so sketchy right now. I'm not letting you in here. So I was like, no, denied. You're not coming in here. You're clearly like evading a crime as we speak, right? Evading capture as we speak. I'm not letting you in. And then the next morning, I think I went to drive my boyfriend to work and we got in the car and the car had been unlocked. So the stupid runner was in the back seat. He had slept in the car. So I was like, oh my God. So then I drove my boyfriend to work
my
and then
God.
I dropped that guy off at his house because I guess the coast was clear now because, you know, hours had passed. And then I went back home and went to bed. And then the next thing I know, the cops are at my door. And my mom is like, Kimberly, like the police are here for you. And I was like, what? So I went up and they're like, yeah, so we saw you drop off this guy this morning. So what's up with that? And then I was like,
Oh my God.
yeah. So I said, I'm like, he came to my window and I wouldn't let him in. And then when I drove my boyfriend to work in the morning, he was in the friggin' car. Like, so I dropped him off.
So what happened? What did he do? Do you know?
I don't know, probably some break and enter or something. I don't know. He would have got,
Well,
he probably
clearly
got
he didn't.
in some version of trouble. I don't know if it was enough evidence or not, but like I filled in the blanks for like where he had been for the last, I don't know, 6 hours. Like, cause he showed up at the window and then got a ride home, you know, when daylight came, cause I was driving my boyfriend to work at that time.
Mhm.
That is actually so cool.
What's
That's a real
that?
alibi.
That's so cool. Like
Oh.
you're just unintentionally a part of an investigation.
Totally.
it.
It felt really
I
nice
wish
to
that
be
was
able to be
me.
like honest and like not have anything to be worried about. I was like, I told him
not
he couldn't come
lie.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just drove
I
him
refuse
home.
to have-
Like,
He came to
I
the
refuse
wrong
to-
window.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've seen enough murder mysteries. I am not letting you in here, fool.
No
I don't
criminals
know. I don't know
here.
what you've done, but it's not going to be harbored in this house.
I wonder if you
That's
could have charged
amazing.
him for going, like, breaking and entering in your car.
I don't know.
Or just entering, I guess. 'cause-
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, I
it
guess
was
so.
unlocked.
Just opening
Yeah.
and staying.
Opening and sleeping. Is that a crime?
Yeah.
Is that a crime? I don't know. Mine was, and it didn't come to anything, but I was Kara's alibi when she went on her first date with her current husband.
Why did she need an
She was
alibi?
like- she said to me that she was afraid to go on a date with him because he had guns. And she was like, I don't know about him, but I said yes to the date, but just in case I'm afraid, I will call you and say that I left my ID with you, and then you're going to drive to pick me up to save me from him because he's picking me up from my house. And I was like, okay, so the thing is, you're going to call and say you forgot your ID, and then I'm going to drive to pick you up. And she said, yeah. And then she called me through at some point in the date and said she doesn't need the alibi anymore. He's fine.
That's not an alibi.
Oh.
That's not an alibi. That's a save me
that?
from being
That's
murdered.
a getaway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a getaway.
An alibi would
Getaway
be if
driver.
like you said that Kara was at your house while she was actually out with him.
Oh
to
yeah,
her
that's true.
parents.
What is? Oh, then I don't have an alibi then. I guess so.
Oink. Yeah.
Oink.
That was an alibi. I lied for her, but I didn't even. I was going to lie for her, I guess.
To who?
But- to Bob, that I was here to
You're
pick
gonna
her
go
up
there
with-
and be like, I'm here to get Kara because she's forgotten her ID.
Oh,
Kara
here,
was
your
lying.
ID's in the car. Let me show you where it is. And then you.
But is he
speed
not going
away?
to notice that she like disappears?
It wasn't a well-laid plan, obviously.
No,
Now that I'm
if
thinking
she's
about it.
in danger, it shouldn't be you come and pick her up and also become in danger. Also,
So
if you
just
have
and
leave
get
her
guns.
in danger.
like, I'm
Yeah, and-
worried about going to this guy's house, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Also, didn't he work for like their family or something? So like,
She's already
Yeah,
been
that's how
vetted.
she met him.
yeah. So I don't think
I
that she's in
I don't know.
danger.
It was probably just
Also,
more
you
about
never
like if there
know.
isn't a connection. Sometimes it can be awkward, even if you feel safe.
Yeah.
Fair.
I don't know. I haven't been
Anyway,
on
he
a
was
lot
fine.
of dates, but the dates that I have been on that were bad, I just want to like see them through to the end. Like, what else could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, this will be a great story. I'm
You're like,
gathering
wow,
Yeah.
this
now.
is terrible.
Yeah,
Mhm.
go on.
This
Go
is
on.
terrible.
Tell
Tell
I'll
me
be like, and
more
then he
about your
Yeah.
horrible self.
Yeah,
Oh, I've once in the middle of a date been like, yeah, this isn't working. It's like, really nice to meet you, and leave. I was like, that's
Oh,
it.
good for you.
Yeah.
I feel
love
like I
that.
respect it, and I feel like
Yeah.
he should too.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't need to fake you.
I'm not wasting my time. Like,
Yeah.
this I'm done.
Or his,
I know.
right? Like you're
Yeah.
saving both of each other. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had a guy kiss me once, and then after the kiss, I was like, I think you should take me home now.
Wow.
Like, not come into my
That's
house.
what did it. Yeah.
It's time to drive me home.
Mm.
Maybe
He's
not
probably
so
like,
nice.
that's not where I thought that was going.
No. Well,
I had
it
a
was
really bad date that a guy tried to kiss me at the end, and when I refused because it was a horrible date, like so bad that he sent back my food when I went to go to the bathroom because I'd had too much to eat. He thought I had eaten too much, and And he asked if I do grocery shopping for him because he doesn't like to.
I just
This is
feel
the
like he
first
doesn't
date.
even exist. I feel like you're telling a lie right now.
Yeah.
Like,
No!
who is this person that actually?
I know.
Like,
It was our second date, actually, not our first. Our second date.
Oh,
I was giving him
brutal.
a second chance. And the second he's like, I really, really hate grocery shopping. It'd be really good if you could do that for me. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, well, we'll see. I was like,
Sarah's
you're
people
like, is this
pleaser.
a job interview?
She's like,
or-
okay, sure, if that makes you happy.
I guess.
How
Like,
much are you paying me per hour?
Yeah.
I was like, well, maybe we'll see how this goes. And then I went to the bathroom to call a friend and being like, oh my God,
I
this
need
is
my ID.
horrible.
And he sent your food back.
And he sent my
That's
food back.
insane.
And then when the bill came, we split it, except for I like had pasta and he had like, I don't know, surf and turf or something. His meal was like $50 and mine was like 15 and we split the bill. And I was like, wow,
Should've said
that
no.
was and I only had a few bites of my meal because it was taken away. And I was like, damn it. And then he tried to kiss me at the end of the night and I refused him and I had to push him off. And then he called me a tease. You're such a tease. I was like, what is this guy?
You're like,
He just
really?
wasn't even really at your date.
Lock and
He was
delete.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Lock and delete.
Yeah.
That was the
Well, I
first time
do-
I tried online dating and I immediately deleted my profile. I was like, this is bad. This is
I
bad.
can't
No.
do this again.
No.
It was-
I find a
That
lot
was-
of guys think the dates are going well and they'll be like, that was so good. And then on the women's point of view, it's like, that was one of the worst dates I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of time there's such a big disconnect.
Look, it's going so well. She's still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't run away yet. We're going to the
Yes,
bathroom and never come
totally.
back. She
Yeah.
go to the bathroom and never come back. Be like, I gotta go to the bathroom and just left.
I should have been like, when he's at grocery, being like, I don't think this is working. I should have done what you did, Lindsay. I don't think this is working.
This is not
Yeah.
going to work.
And said,
I think
"We'll
in
see."
general, yeah. If more people were just honest with each other, you don't get. I hate the ghosting and the whatever. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't want to say it to their face, you just text them or call them later and say, "This is my PSA for everybody out there who dates." Like, just tell the person, "I'm not interested," and then move on. Because
Yeah.
then, if that person really liked you, like Ashley said, and thought the date was well, then they're pining after you, and then they feel like they keep texting you, whatever. Just say not interested and move on.
It's actually
Yeah.
nicer. Like people
Yeah,
don't
it's
do
way
it because they
nicer.
think it's not nice or they're going to hurt someone's
Yeah.
feelings, but it's way nicer to just end it sooner.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went on
Give
a
everyone
blind date
closure,
once with a
too.
guy and he like talked about himself forever. He like finally stopped and he like mentioned something and I was like, well, why don't you ask me something about me or something? Like, you've told me a lot about you. What would you like to know about me or something? And he was like, what was it that attracted you to me? Like his question was like again about him. And I was like,
Gold. I like that a lot. Like, not to go on a date with it, but I'd be like, you are so fascinating.
yeah, totally, right? Like,
Try
okay, so
another
let me get this
question.
straight. We don't have any interest in talking about me. That's what's happening right now. We're only going to be talking about you. Okay,
Why don't I
Yeah,
just buy
adjust
you a
my
beer
expectations.
that can sit in a chair, and then you
Yeah.
could have dinner with that every night?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. I think people have asked me to be their alibi, and I'm like, no. And I'm not gonna lie, don't do that. I go ask someone else.
I love how honest you are. That's
Oh,
really
like,
Mhm.
I have
Yeah.
another one, and I
I
worked
don't
at
want to be
this
in the middle of any of that
pub
shit.
in Gibson's.
Mhm.
This girl brought me out to her car and was like, come here, come on. And I was like, what's up? And she was like, here, blow in this. And was trying to get me to blow her blower, like her ignition starter. And I was like, I'm not doing this. And she's like, come on, I just got. And I'm like, no way, I'm not blowing your car started. Like, find somebody else, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, that's not an alibi either, but like, it reminds me of the same thing where it's like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, get in
They're
an
trying to make you an
accident.
alibi. Yeah.
They're trying to make me an accless.
Yeah.
Crime,
yeah,
I'm
that's
drinking
what's
and
happening.
driving.
Back to
Totally.
vehicular manslaughter,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Is there any more questions?
We could do one more and then. Have you ever thrown a drink in someone's face? Oh no, never
wait.
have I ever thrown a drink in someone's face. I have not.
Me neither.
Oh, I totally. You guys haven't?
Well, you're a sommelier.
I mean, as
Obviously,
like a
that's your move.
like as a slapstick thing with like friends where we're just joking around, maybe, but not for serious.
no, me neither. Like,
Oh,
how dare
no,
you?
never.
Yeah. No,
I've done
I
it as a
wish.
like. I've done it if I was mad. I've been mad at someone and thrown like a bit like water or whatever. Been like,
Have
and then
you?
run away.
Oh,
for
that's
sure.
cool.
And I've done it as jokes of like. Sometimes I have this overwhelming urge to throw things like water at people. Like I've done it. Where I'm just talking to someone and I'm like, this would be really funny, and I'll just take my glass and throw it. And they're like,
You
why
gotta
did you do
watch
that?
out.
I'm like, I don't know. I just wanted to.
I don't
So
know.
If we go on Amazing Race together, do not do that to me.
Okay.
I thought you were going to give her permission.
I won't.
Oh,
I totally thought you were gonna
Now
do
that
it.
you've said
Me
no,
too.
it's going to happen.
That's harder for me. You tell me
That's
no to
harder for
things.
me.
I have a lot.
So that's like
harder.
every
And
episode
it's
of
on
Amazing
TV?
Races, there's going to be some version
Be
of
like,
you chucking a glass of
"No,
something in my
don't."
face.
Hey, it would be a stick.
That would
Maybe
be our
people-
good shtick.
Yeah, because she's a sommelier. She can tell you about all the
Podcasters who
notes,
constantly are throwing water at each other.
smelling the wine, and giving it a taste, and then throwing. Do you want to taste? And
Instead
throwing
of spitting,
it in your face.
that's what I'll do. I'll trick you into wine tastings, and instead of putting it in the spit bucket, I'm gonna spin it at you.
Oh,
man.
gross.
Maybe what if it's good wine?
Yeah. I'll just go. Spit in my mouth.
Thank you.
Gross.
I don't know.
Totally.
baby bird.
Baby bird.
Baby bird wine tasting.
Sick.
You're like on the fourth pass. It just really lightens right up.
It's so gross. I can't even. I'm gonna die.
What? You guys going back and forth in this scenario?
Yeah.
Well, I thought there was more people.
Oh
The
my
fourth
goodness.
It's going down the line of us. That's
Yeah.
All
what's
of us.
happening. Yeah.
You guys have to be involved. All five
Totally.
of us. To be
Oh,
committed
no.
to each other. So. Oh my god.
That would be it. And then because you're the sommelier, you're last in line. So we can see if our transition to you takes away your ability
If
to
our
identify.
palate-
Do I have to be
Yeah.
the first? Do I have to be the
Oh,
first and the last?
First
Yeah, the
and
first
the
and
last.
the last.
Like somebody's been eating
Yeah.
cinnamon
It starts
buns
and
in
ends
this
with
lineup.
you.
The circle of
Thank
baby
you.
bird.
Oh, gross.
Somebody in this lineup has got gingivitis.
Oh. And now we all do.
No.
I don't know. I don't think this
No.
reality TV show is going to take off somehow. But I could
It's
be
just
wrong.
us reading books.
While
Spitting wine
spitting at
into
each other.
Spitting wine in each other's mouths.
Horrible.
I just have this mental image of like Ashley, like, do you hear the keeps reading, and then opens her mouth. And something.
It would be cool,
It's
like
so
in this format, right?
It
So
would
she
be,
just
yeah.
like spitting it off screen, but then someone would have to throw water at Sarah from off
Yeah.
screen. And then she'd
Oh
do
my
it.
god. That would be
We don't have enough assistants. Like,
We don't
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
sure.
screen.
I'm sure you can find volunteers for throwing drinks in your face.
Oh,
Throw a drink in my
totally.
face, please.
Yeah.
Hey kids, they would love
Every
that.
2 minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah, every 2 minutes. Yeah.
That's a good way to finish it.
Well, that's it.
Loved it.
Baby bird.
Baby
Yeah.
bird.
Baby bird
Mhm.
sommelier.
Yeah. That's gonna be my
That'll be a
my
hashtag.
selling point.
Yeah.
I'm looking for
That's a
something
hashtag.
unique to
Yeah.
set me apart. There we go.
And
If
there
you
it
ever
is.
have
I
your
will
own
taste the
company, you
wine
should
and
call
it's-
it Baby Bird.
Baby Bird Wine Company.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Baby bird wine.
Gross.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Boy, oh boy.
Well, thanks, ladies. That was fun.
Yeah, it was lovely seeing you guys.
Usual.
You as
I
well.
see you.
Book interrupted.
If you've enjoyed these video highlights, listen to the full episode on our YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts. Remember to like and subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when new episodes are published. Find out more by going to www.bookinterrupted.com.
Book interrupted.
Never forget, every child matters.